In this video, I'm going to explain to you the difference between feminine energy and what is going on in the world around feminism and people talking about women being equal with men. Now, it's obvious to all of us that men can do the roles that women used to be asked and expected to do, such as cooking, cleaning, raising the children. We also know that women can do exactly what men can do, going to work, running a business, being driven, being successful. And those are what we call activities. They're things that we can physically go and do, and we are equal in terms of that. We are equally as good at both of those things. We can be equally as good at both of those things. But when we talk about getting into masculine or feminine energy, when we talk about feminine energy, we're talking about going into a place within the body. And when we talk about masculine energy, that's more of a place within the mind and a driving and logical point. So when we hear somebody saying, this is a feminine woman, she's really in her feminine energy, that is not saying that this woman is a woman who does the cooking, who does the cleaning, and who raises the children. This is to say that the woman is able to get into her body, her intuition, her feelings. She can be running a business, she can be looking after kids all at the same time, she could be having a maid, she could be having her husband do all of the cleaning. But being in her feminine energy is a place within her that she feels and she acts out of that. But doing things, even cooking, even cleaning, they are more masculine activities. Anything with doing is masculine. So when we talk about getting into the masculine energy, that is when we are in our mind, that is when we want to achieve things, that is when we're going for something and we're chasing it, we're running at it, we're extremely logical. So when we hear that women are extremely masculine, what is generally being talked about here is it's a woman who is chasing, and this can happen a lot in relationships and dating. And when we go chasing for that and we run off that energy, that is when we can push love away. Because what we actually want in this instance is we want to go back to our biology. And this is not about this is not role playing, and this is not activities that we must do or that we must submit or that we must dominate. It is about in these moments when we know that these energies work well for us, we go into that energy. And generally speaking, a man who obviously is a clear man, comes across as a man, was born as a man, he is going to work really well in his masculine energy. And this is the same for a woman. She is going to work really well in her feminine energy because this is what is natural to each other. And there are even things like hormones that come into it. Men need a lot more testosterone in their body than what women do, and women need a lot more estrogen in their body than what men do. And this actually creates us to have different feelings. If we're lacking in testosterone or if we're lacking in estrogen, this is affecting how we are feeling. So in these moments, it's about understanding that I don't need to submit, I don't need to not have boundaries, I don't need to do what a man can do, or I don't need to do what a man doesn't want me to do, or I don't need to listen to a woman, or I don't need to do the roles that a woman can do, I don't need to clean the house. It's actually about going, I'm a natural woman and I'm a female and I love to be chased. I love to have the man come at me. I love to let him find space to feel room to please me, to make me happy, using that energy to come toward me. And as a man, it's about going, I am a man, I have this masculine energy, I can use my logic and I can get into this side of myself where I can please a woman, I can run my business really well. And of course, at both times, we can access both of these energies. We can do that because we need to be able to access our masculine side as a woman. We need to be able to access our feminine side as a man. But I really want to get the point across that definitely for myself, and I know many other teachers on this that are talking about feminine energy or masculine energy, we're not actually talking about roles that we have to play, as in activity roles or submissive roles. It's actually about how we receive from each other and what is going on within our mindset and within our body, and how we use that in order to get what it is that we need, that we want, or how to communicate it. And when this can happen in a really great way within a relationship, this is when the attraction is extremely strong. And that is when, as a woman, you will feel a man who is very masculine, and when you're in your feminine energy zone and you're both running off your different fields, you will be extremely attracted to each other. And where, if you're in a relationship or you're in a marriage and you felt at times that you are not attracted to each other, I want you to ask yourself, in this moment, as a woman, am I going into my mind? Am I not feeling in my body, using my intuition, letting him come toward me, letting him have room to chase me and to please me? Am I trying to please him and do everything for him and using my masculine energy to drive toward him? And it's the same for a man. It's, am I wanting my woman to come and chase me? Am I not stepping up to claim her? Am I not stepping up into my zone to please her? Am I coming down into my feminine energy? And that is when our attraction for each other can really fizzle, when we get this part of it confused and we bring in our feminine or our masculine energy at the wrong times, or times where it doesn't work in our favor, and when we've gone too far as a woman to the masculine or too far as a man into the feminine.